Greetings, history enthusiasts, and welcome to your daily dose of joy. Today we embark on a journey back in time, 100 years to be precise. Imagine a world where many of the things we take for granted today were yet to be invented. How different life must have been. In this episode, we'll explore the remarkable transformation of our world over the past century. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into history. If you find this content helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Imagine life without your smartphone, computer, or even your refrigerator. That was the reality just 100 years ago. A century ago, the world was a vastly different place. The daily routines were dictated not by the buzzing of an alarm clock on a nightstand, but by the rising and setting of the sun. Without the convenience of electric lighting, people had to make the most of daylight hours, often rising with the dawn and retiring with dusk. Communication was not as simple as tapping out a text message or sending an email. Letters were the primary means of long-distance communication, requiring a pen, paper, and the patience to wait days or even weeks for a response. Even the simple act of planning a meeting or an event required tremendous foresight and coordination, without the luxury of instant messaging or online calendars. The concept of fast food was virtually non-existent. Meals were prepared from scratch, often with ingredients grown in the backyard or sourced from local markets. Without refrigeration, food had to be consumed quickly to prevent spoilage. Iceboxes were a luxury, and for many, preservation techniques like canning, pickling, and drying were essential for storing food. Traveling was an adventure in itself. Without cars, airplanes, or even paved roads, journeys were often long and arduous. A trip that takes us mere hours today could have taken days or weeks 100 years ago. And let's not forget about entertainment. Without televisions, computers, or video games, pastimes were simple yet engaging. People read books, played board games, and indulged in outdoor activities. Social gatherings and community events were the highlights of the week, providing much-needed respite and recreation. The pace of life was slower, simpler, and in many ways, more demanding. The conveniences we take for granted today were the stuff of dreams a century ago. The world we live in now, with its technological marvels and modern comforts, would seem like magic to the people of that era. It's hard to imagine, isn't it? But that was the reality of life a century ago. Fast forward to today, and it's a different world altogether. Our morning routine involves a device called a smartphone, a marvel of technology that would have been inconceivable a century ago. It's not just a telephone, but a mini computer, a camera, a music player, a GPS, and so much more. We can call, text, email, take photos, listen to music, get directions, and even shop, all from this one device. In the early 20th century, if you wanted to send a message, you had to write a letter, post it, and then wait days or even weeks for a response. Today, we have instant messaging and emails that deliver our thoughts across the globe in mere seconds, thanks to the internet. This invisible network connects us to the entire world, giving us access to unlimited information and transforming the way we learn, work, and communicate. And let's not forget the modern appliances that have made our domestic life so much easier. A century ago, washing clothes was a laborious task that involved hand washing and air drying. Today, we have washing machines and dryers that do the job in a fraction of the time, freeing us for more interesting and fulfilling tasks. Cooking, too, has been revolutionized. In the early 1900s, preparing a meal involved lighting a fire and cooking over it. Today, we have electric stoves, microwaves, and even smart refrigerators that can help us manage our groceries. Transportation has also seen a dramatic shift. The horse and carriage have been replaced by cars, buses, and trains, and we can now fly across the world in a matter of hours, something that was just a dream 100 years ago. These inventions have revolutionized our lives, making tasks easier and the world smaller. We're living in an era of convenience where technology has not only enhanced our lives, but also transformed the way we interact with the world around us. Life today is vastly different from what it was a century ago, and it's fascinating to reflect on how far we've come. Now let's consider a particularly impactful invention that has completely transformed the way we live. 100 years ago, the concept of a worldwide interconnected network of computers was unfathomable. Yet today, the internet is a cornerstone of modern life. Born from the seeds of technological innovation, it has grown into an immense tree of knowledge, communication, and opportunity, its roots spreading across the globe. The internet, this invisible web of information, has brought about a paradigm shift in how we live our lives. It's like a digital town square, a place where people from all corners of the globe can gather, exchange ideas, and learn from one another. A century ago, such international collaboration on a mass scale would have been unthinkable. Moreover, the internet has democratized access to knowledge. Before, a trip to the library was necessary to dive into the depths of knowledge, and even then, the resources were limited. Now, a wealth of information is at our fingertips, accessible at any time, from anywhere. It's as if we're standing on the shoulders of giants, able to reach further and see more clearly than ever before. Additionally, the rise of digital technology has revolutionized our daily routines. From the way we work to how we socialize, digital technology has woven itself into the fabric of our lives. Tasks that once took hours, like sending a letter across the ocean, can now be completed in mere seconds with a click of a button. This transformation isn't limited to individuals either. Entire industries have been reshaped and new ones have emerged thanks to the internet and digital technology. From e-commerce and telemedicine to online education and remote work, the boundaries of what's possible have been expanded beyond our wildest dreams. Indeed, the internet and digital technology have completely transformed the way we live. They've brought about a new era, an era of limitless possibilities and unprecedented connectivity. This transformation underlines just how much our world has changed in the past century. So, what have we learned from this trip down memory lane? Let's take a moment to reflect on the profound differences between our lives today and those of people living 100 years ago. A century back, conveniences we now consider mundane were the stuff of science fiction. Imagine a world without smartphones, a tool that fits in our pockets but has the power to connect us with anyone, anywhere, at any time. A world without the internet, a vast repository of information and knowledge that we can access with a few taps on a screen. Think about the daily tasks that have been made easier by modern appliances. 100 years ago, people were washing clothes by hand, cooking on wood stoves, and preserving food with ice delivered to their homes. Fast forward to today, and we have washing machines, electric stoves, and refrigerators to make these tasks a breeze. And let's not forget about the world of transportation. A century ago, traveling long distances was a major undertaking that could take days or even weeks. Today we can hop on a plane and be across the globe in a matter of hours. But perhaps the most significant difference is in the realm of medicine. Back then, diseases that are easily curable today were death sentences. Now, thanks to advances in medical technology, we have vaccines, antibiotics, and countless other treatments that have dramatically increased our lifespan and quality of life. Yet it's important to remember that these advancements didn't happen overnight. They are the result of countless people dedicating their lives to innovation and progress, often in the face of great adversity. So as we marvel at the conveniences and wonders of our modern world, let's also take a moment to appreciate the journey it took to get here. The progress of the past century is a testament to human ingenuity and resilience, a reminder of what we are capable of when we dare to dream and work towards a better future. Indeed, the world has changed in ways our ancestors could never have imagined. Let's carry this spirit of innovation forward, and who knows what the next 100 years will bring. So, what does the future hold? It's a question that has sparked the imagination of humans since time immemorial. The same question that drove us to invent the wheel, discover electricity, and even reach for the stars. As we stand on the shoulders of giants, gazing into the vast unknown of the future, we can't help but wonder what the next 100 years will bring. Could we be on the verge of a technological renaissance, where artificial intelligence becomes an integral part of our lives? Or perhaps we'll see a societal shift towards sustainable living as we strive to balance our needs with the well-being of our planet. Maybe the boundaries of human exploration will stretch beyond our earthly confines, with manned missions to Mars becoming a regular occurrence. The possibilities are as endless as our imaginations, but it's not just about predicting the future, it's about shaping it. Each one of us has the power to influence the course of history, to leave our mark on this ever-evolving story of humanity. So as we ponder on what's to come, let's also reflect on our role in this grand narrative. What contributions can we make? What legacy do we want to leave for the generations that will walk this earth 100 years from now? Only time will tell what the next century will bring.